closer and you'll see that he's not flesh and blood like we. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Song Lounge. I am your host, Chris Hardy. Why am I speaking so rhythmically today? I don't know. Yeah, the weather's nice. The pond is serene. What better way to disrupt it than with a brand new episode of the Song Lounge featuring me and a song I wrote, False Owl. This song is from... When did I write this song? It was back in the 3 Feet Up days, so that means it was probably 2007, 2008. It didn't appear on an album until about 2010 when we did an album called... What was that album called? Mainstream Disconnect. Right, yeah, that's it. Well, you may be asking yourself, Chris, what in the crap is a false owl? That's a very good question, my friend. Let me tell you. A false owl, to me, is like one of those wooden fake owls that you see on buildings to scare away pigeons and other birds, you know, to keep them from nesting on real estate investments. You know, it's a very practical piece of equipment. But it represents something, and that's why I wrote the song. Because I wrote the song when I was living in Burlington, North Carolina, or close to it. And I would sit there in Burlington in front of my favorite coffee shop, which was called The Percolator, by the way. I'm surprised I remember that. And there was a building across the street, a high-rise, about as high-rise as Burlington can get. I think it had 5, 6 stories. But there was one of those fake owls on it. And, you know, I used to sit there and write lyrics out in front of that place every day. So I'm looking up and I go, okay, well, I had just written a song called Fake World on Your Back. So I decided not to use the word fake again on a different song. So I called it a false owl. And to me, it wasn't just a piece of wood shaped like an owl to scare away, you know, lesser birds. It was more of an illusion that scares people. You know, something that people can't really see, something that's not even real that makes people behave in a certain way. For example, several years ago, there was a big scare about this disease called SARS. Now, at the time, everybody was scared to death they were going to get SARS or West Nile virus. And, you know, from what I saw, only a tiny percentage of people even got those diseases. So, you know, my conspiracy-centered mind thought, maybe they're just making this up to keep us scared. And that is the essence of this song, False Owl. It's about being terrified of something, A, you don't even understand, B, probably doesn't even exist. If you're going to be scared about something, be scared about something that's real, that's right in front of you. Say, for example, the 18-wheeler that is careening across the highway right toward you. That actually happened to me. I won't go into it here, but one day, it's a good little story. Let me try to play it for you. And this version is a slightly loungified version. The actual version of it is a little heavier than what you'd expect from me. Looking out across the rooftops, from atop the highest one, he scowls at the greatest city in the afternoon sun. How the pigeons dare not fly too close to his proximity, for he knows all, sees all when it comes to activity. But look a little closer and you'll see he's not flesh and blood like we. He's a false owl, instilling fear in any critter that dares come near. He's a false owl, he needs no meal, but he gets results that are all too wooden bird, he's a reflection of our own actions, trying to intimidate in exchange for his satisfaction. But look a little closer and you'll see that he's not flesh and blood like we. He's a false owl, instilling fear in any critter that dares come near. He's a false owl, he needs no meal, but he gets results that are all too real. Yeah, but look a little closer and you'll see that he's not flesh and blood like we. He's a false owl, instilling fear in any critter that dares come near. He's a false owl, he needs no meal, but he gets results that are all too real. He's a false owl, instilling fear in any critter that dares come near. He's a false owl, he needs no meal, but he gets results that are all too real. Yeah. Okay, well, there is the slightly loungified version of False Owl. If you want to actually hear the heavier version of it, well, click those links below. We recorded this song in an analog recording studio, meaning we use tape instead of all this digital stuff that's around now. Not that that made a huge difference. I've just, you know, it had been years since I'd recorded on tape, so I thought, let's do that. And I remember the guy who had the studio had this giant amplifier that I plugged into for the chorus on this song. It was really heavy and it was really loud. It was pretty cool. Anyway, that's that. I hope you subscribe to this channel because, I mean, this is where you get the Song Lounge. I mean, where else are you going to find it? Nowhere, right? So if you subscribe, you can become one of the community of Song Lounge aficionados. Well, that's kind of a fancy word. Where did I come up with that? Anyway, I'm Chris Hardy. I am out of here. We'll see you next week on the Song Lounge with a brand new song. Yeah!